The Story of Lawyer Jane, Episode 3. It has been 1 week since Dele and his wife got separated through a divorce. Dele now lives with Barrister Jane, and they were deeply in love with each other. Jane had always wondered why Dele gave up so easily in court without fighting the divorce case thoroughly. She also wondered why he allowed his former wife to take all his properties without putting up any form of resistance. Why didn't you even contest the case? You gave up cheaply, like a lily-livered chicken. I knew there are steps you could have taken to prevent her from stealing what belongs to you, but you chose to keep quiet. Why? Jane asked one Saturday evening when they were outside having a good time under the cool shade of the compound. The house is located close to a beach in Lagos, so cool breeze always comes from the sea, making the environment cozy. My former wife was not worth fighting for. She wanted me dead. I mean, how can you fight to keep someone under your roof when it is clear that the person doesn't want you alive? Dele said to Jane. He poured some red wine into 2 glass cups set on a table before them. He took one and handed the other to Jane. What do you mean when you say she wanted you dead? You mean your own wife wanted to eliminate you? Jane asked. She sipped her wine copiously and listened to Dele with rapt attention. My wife was a husband beater. I mean, she used to beat me every day. I mean, it was like she was the man and I was the woman. I suffered a lot of domestic abuses in her hands. She didn't show me her domineering character before we got married. She was so loving and absolutely charming. However, 1 year into our marriage, she became a monster. I was hoping for a change, but that change never came. She even got worse when I lost my job and I was not able to give her money like I used to. I lived under constant fear for my life. Divorcing her was a blessing to me. Now I have peace of mind, Dele said. His words sounded like they were coming from the heart of someone who was in deep pains. Wait, I don't get it. Your wife beats you, but she told me you were the one who beats her and she had photos and videos to support her claims. How come you are saying she was the one who beats you? Jane was surprised, so she wanted to know more. Well, the photos and videos she gave you were all fake. I have never beaten my wife. I am telling you, she was the one who beats me. If you had checked the photos and videos very well, you would have seen that she used makeup to create the wounds. I mean, anything is possible these days with the availability of computer and makeup. I knew the photos and videos were fake, but it was in my best interest to allow the divorce to go through. She had a grand plan to eliminate me if divorce did not work. It is better to walk away and leave my properties for her than to die, Dele said. He spoke with a lot of emotional pain. Jane was confused on what to say after hearing all that Dele said. I am so sorry, Dele. I never knew you suffered all this in the hands of that woman. It's my first time of seeing a man beaten by a woman. It has always been the other way around. Even as a lawyer, I have not seen a man who suffers from domestic abuse in the hands of his wife. It's somehow surprising to me that a woman could beat a man, Jane remarked, sipping her wine. She emptied the cup and poured some more wine for herself. Well, I can assure you that a lot of married men are suffering from domestic abuse in the hands of their wives. Some wives are verbally abusing their husband, while others who are strong actually physically beat up their husbands. A lot of men are going through this, but they keep quiet about it out of shame. Also, men keep quiet because the society won't believe them if they come out to say their wives are beating them at home. But take it from me, some women are capable of beating their husbands. I am an example. My wife used to beat me and I would cry like a baby. I mean, didn't you see my wife? She looks huge and hefty with big muscles. There is no way I could fight her and win. I am happy the marriage is over, even though I lost everything. Dele lamented. Tears streamed down his eyes. Jane reached out to him. She allowed his head to rest gently on her. I am here for you. I promise to give you all the love your former wife denied you. I will cherish you the rest of my life, and I promise I will never beat you, Jane said. You think you can beat me? That a lion is sick does not mean a goat can come to play with its tail, Dele said jokingly. I can beat you, try me and see, Jane replied with laughter. Meanwhile, Simbi had started making plans to sell off all the properties she took from Dele. She started with a car, a Prado Jeep. The following week, she came to Jane's office. I want to sell the Jeep. I want you to help me get a buyer. Also, work out the sales agreement. You are retained as my lawyer in everything I want to do from now on. Thank you for helping me win the divorce case. Please, let's sell the car. I need money, Simbi said. All right. I should be able to get you a buyer within 1 week, Jane promised. However, instead of looking for a buyer, Jane bought the car herself. She used someone else's name to buy the car. She took the car to a friend's house and kept it there. I will be the one to buy everything Simbi wants to sell. When I finish buying all the properties, I will return all of them to Dele, Jane said to herself.